Hey guys, it's Monday and welcome to another week of Geeks of the Week. So I'm really sorry guys, but I'm going to ignore the rest of you and talk to Nikki because we are just sharing so many feels this week. So first of all, Nikki, it looks like we have to play a card game together. So Friday, Nikki talked about Cards Against Humanity, which is the greatest card game ever. She didn't really go into too much detail about what it's about, but essentially it's apples to apples, but for terrible people. So of course you can play apples to apples like a terrible person by putting down AIDS when the word is delightful, which is how I think most people play. Let's be honest here. We don't judge here. But instead of having all those lame cards like meat and potatoes, you have fun, exciting, and terrible cards instead. Raptor attacks, lumberjack fantasies, flying sex snakes, a drive-by shooting, poorly timed Holocaust jokes, which I think is impossible, balls, cheating in the Special Olympics, necrophilia, fiery poops, a stray pube, Stephen Hawking's talking dirty, Sarah Palin, bees, concealing a boner. So if that doesn't sound like a ball of fun, I don't think we could be friends. Also, Nikki, I effing love the American version of Being Human, and I'm sad you haven't watched it, but I guess I can't be too sad because I haven't watched the British version, and I've heard they're very different. The first season is pretty much the same, but after second season and beyond, it gets to be a bit different, or so I've heard. But I am super stoked because next week is season 4, and I'm just like, yeah, finally! I've been waiting nearly a year for season 4, so I'm really excited. So in conclusion, Nikki needs to come over to my house, play card games, and watch TV with me. Yeah! So, anywho, this weekend, I didn't do a whole lot, but I did pick up something from a toy store, and because I'm like 5 years old, and many of you guys may not know, but back in the day, I used to build Gundams. Surprise! But not just any Gundams. I effing love G Gundam. It's probably the worst Gundam series of all times, next to like that chibi one that they made. But it's wonderfully racist, and if you watch it in English, it's the greatest / most terrible thing you'll ever see in your life. But I love it. I love G Gundam so much. So when I was younger, I would always used to build the G Gundam models, and that's pretty much all I have is G Gundam models. But this weekend, I found the Noble Gundam, and I was like, oh my god, I effing love the Noble Gundam. Now let me tell you something about the Noble Gundam. Now, does this look like a regular Gundam to you? No, it doesn't. Why? Because it looks like frickin' Sailor Venus. That's why, because it has a long blonde hair, and it has a sailor collar, and she's wearing a skirt, she has a frickin' bow, and she even has high heels, and it just makes for the greatest Gundam ever. So I've been slowly but surely working on this Gundam, right? And it's a lot more difficult than I remember it. So I've only gotten this far, which clearly isn't a whole lot. But it's so effing tiny, and I have like freaking monster hands compared to this thing. Like, I don't understand how anyone can properly make these. Guys, look at some of these pieces. Like this, that's not a piece, but it is a piece, and it's so tiny. How can anybody freaking properly hold that piece and not let it like fall? And then like you're trying to hold it and you're trying to like screw it into another piece, and you're just like, whoa! And you get frustrated and you want to throw it, but then you know if you throw it you can't find it again because it's so effing small. Like, the only people who can properly do these models are small Asian people with their tiny little Asian hands, because I'm not even a big person, but I can't. And then I got to thinking, because I was so frustrated, I was just like, why do I spend money on things that I have to build myself? I mean, Gundam kits are like the IKEA of figurines. They give you all the pieces, and they give you instructions in a different language, and they just have a bunch of pictures and hope you understand. And you have to like put it all together and then paint it yourself. They could at least do the detailed painting for you. I mean, Seriously, come on guys. Some of these things are so tiny, and with your shaky ass hand, you're gonna freaking ruin it after you put it all together, and then what are you gonna do then? It's all freaking screwed up now, and it's all your fault, and you have to go buy another one, just do the same thing over and over again. I had a lot of frustration building this Gundam, and I really shouldn't have. And that is exactly why I'm building this thing very slowly, so I don't end up just chucking it across the room, and then regretting it later. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you all are doing well. Make sure to like and subscribe and check out the other awesome geeks this week. So I will see you on next Monday, maybe with the completed Gundam. I don't know why I'm singing.